Finally today, addressing the substantial shortage of veterinarians in the United States and in Oklahoma. Large animal DVMs are in especially short supply for rural areas. In 2019, over 500 counties in 44 states had vet shortages, according to the USDA. That number is growing. And only about 5% of vet students are interested in food animal and rural medicine. But hope is on the horizon, as we witnessed at a recent workshop. SUNUP's Seth Fish takes a stare.
Bones, organs, and the smell of formaldehyde. An environment that would leave most people squeamish. But these Oklahoma 4-H'ers are excited for the opportunity.
And I just feel super excited. Like, I've done a few dissections before, but today I've gotten to get into like the nitty gritty, like the lungs and the heart. It's really giving me a feel for, like, especially if I was interested in surgery and veterinary medicine, and kind of figuring out if that's something that I want to do.
And then
the Vet Science Short Course Camp is a 2-day event for high school 4-H'ers across the state who have an interest in veterinary medicine.
But we've got our show pig over here.
So everything that we are doing today and tomorrow is pretty much all hands-on. And then we're doing different labs today that include dissection, anatomy, disease outbreaks, small animal examinations.
How would you describe that?
They're learning about the profession, but they're also learning about things that they can take home and they can use on their farms and ranches, if that's the background that they come from. But we also know that kids learn a lot better when they're doing those hands-on things, and so they're retaining that information a lot better being hands-on than just sitting in a classroom being talked to.
The College of Veterinary Medicine, Animal Sciences, and a number of 4-H educators developed the program in part to address the nationwide shortages in vet medicine and falling enrollment numbers in vet school programs.
The American Veterinary Medical Association in April of 2021 came out with some data that said, before the pandemic, there were around 3.5 jobs for every veterinarian looking. After the pandemic of spring of last year, there's 12.5 plus jobs for every veterinarian looking. And so we want to increase the pipeline, particularly of Oklahoma students that are residents here who are applying for veterinary school. And so we're trying to get them interested in the profession early. We're trying to give them some things to think about. They know what veterinary medicine in general is about. They know what they're getting into, what's exciting about the profession, and also some of the challenges. And this is a great way to kind of open the door for high school students to take a look.
Both the organizers and the students say 4-H events like the Vet Science Camp are invaluable to the youth of our state, providing resources and exposure to industries that these 4-H'ers will undoubtedly have an impact on in the future.
I think it's important that we show our 4-H kids different career paths because we want them to go out into the world and be good citizens. There's lots of different career paths, and it's our job as educators to teach those kids different careers that are out there for them.
I think it really just reminds me like how involved 4-H is and how many opportunities they have. 4-H has projects and whatever you want to do, especially obviously veterinary medicine. And so hearing about this camp made me excited, and I'm just really grateful to have a program like 4-H to give me these opportunities.
I'm a product of the 4-H program. I was a 4-H'er in Lincoln and Grady County growing up, and it really laid the foundation for me to open the doors to what the profession was about, gave me those leadership skills, gave me those communication skills that are absolutely important in any profession, but certainly within veterinary medicine. And so 4-H is a great opportunity to discover the world around you and to take a look at what you may want to be when you grow up.
In Payne County, I'm Seth Fish.
Above and below the transverse process, that's where the